So here to talk through this Pentominous borders puzzle by Grant Fikes called Dead Ends. And the borders variation, if it's much of a variation, is really about these edges already drawn. And the thing to really note with them, and that's actually a place we're going to be starting here, is what it means is like if I came up to this cell, I couldn't go left or couldn't go right because I then have parts of the same shape crossing a border. And so this actually has some big limits to it. It can only come up one cell, so it always has to come down one cell. When you put in this dead end shape, we'll see it can't come further into that. It would be larger than a Pentomino in doing that. So the star of this puzzle looks like it can be putting in that X in the upper left. That forces in this U. The Pentomino is sort of growing out here. These cells coming down can't turn left or right, so this will have to put in a T shape. These two and these two will have to connect through this lone cell. We got this and this growing out, but these can't join or we'd get an N touching an N. So this has to come in like so. This group is going to have to go at least these 4 cells, but we can't take this cell from above, so we got to take it from below, puts in this Y, puts in this F. Now coming across the bottom, notice if these groups join together, we have a Y option, a Y option, and a Y option with the last remaining cell, and that would touch to this Y, so that's not going to work. So this has to come and take this cell here. These two can take only one more going downwards, so I have to take at least 2 more coming upwards, and that's going to be this, and that now hits another dead end, so it puts in this U shape for sure. This comes in, this comes down. This group can take only one more to the right, so it has to come to the left, and doing that is going to finish off as an L. These come up. This group comes like so. These two are different pentominoes, so you got to take at least one more coming up, at least one more here. Notice here, if I took this cell from the right, I'd put another Y then touching to the left. So this is a gap. This has to be an I shape. This is an X shape. Those look good. This grows up. This grows to be an L. This grows up, can be an N or a V. Those are all valid options right now. Let's mark in these dead ends. This group in the upper right can take one more cell to the right, but has to then take a cell to the left. Can't take this next one down, so it has to grow at least to here. That means this cell is going to be coming down and this coming down, and these are separate groups, so this goes across. This could form a U, or it could be a group like this that's going to keep extending down. So let's sort of think about that, but all those groups will have this group, these cells connect, and I think that's going to be a useful thing to look at. We can also draw this edge, and this edge highlights a pretty important cell. So this cell here can't join to these. And if I think about it, it can't avoid joining to these two. So let's say I did this. Well, how is this going to form a group with just 3 cells left to it? So this has to join to this, and it can do it this way or this way. And in doing that, you'll actually see it has to use both of those cells in the joining. There's no way it joins to this group of 2 or this group of 4. So we're forced to put in this P that puts in this Y. If these cells didn't join, we'd have another Y, so they have to join. That means this group has to start to extend down. You'll see it's forced to be a T next to an N. This is forming a P-like shape, and it has to split this way with a P and N and a final L. So we're through this puzzle. So thanks, Grant, for the fun theme with the dead end shapes. It definitely used the borders rule a lot, including some places we couldn't do quick turns, even at the end of the puzzle where that quick turn highlighted the single cell in the second row that had a limited set of things to connect with. It definitely used the borders thinking throughout and the avoidance of repeated pentominoes throughout. We'll have another pentominoes puzzle tomorrow, so hopefully you can take some of the tips and tricks to that puzzle and to other pentominoes we have on the Grandmaster Puzzles website. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.